What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and today I am bringing you 3 combos with odd eyes. Although I say that very lightly, it's odd eyes by association. You're not really going to be using a lot of odd eyes monsters, but being that this exists and it's out there, I feel like you guys deserve to know that it's out there. I really do want to do another video where it's a little more pure odd eyes, because this is like insane combo route trees. I haven't really found a lot of good resources. This has taken me a long time to do. I've been spending like a couple hours on this. So I'm going to explain it to you step by step so that you guys can maybe understand a little more than I did when I was first entering it. Again, this is going to take a lot of practice if you're interested in this. I don't even know if you... I don't know. We'll get into it. I'll explain it to you guys. So you got to be careful about your zone placement and the order of things. So this is one singular combo. Start off by normal summoning Supreme Kate Darkworm. And again, these combos don't always start the same, but they can get to the same place, which makes this even more complicated. It's not very straightforward. Anyways, so normal summon Darkworm, that gives you Supreme King Gate 0. Okay. Placed in the Pendulum Zone. Now you can Pendulum Summon. That Pendulum summons your Supreme King Gate 0. Now, with that on the field, you can use its actual effect. Yes, it does have an effect. Lets you synchro summon, but its effects are negated, but for our case, that doesn't matter. So you're going to synchro summon to something I've never heard of, which is Photon Pulse Dragon. Apparently exists. Why not? That actually activates the effect of Gate 0, which puts it back in the Pendulum Zone, if I'm not mistaken. And also triggers Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum, which lets you special summon. That's going to get you your Performapal Odd Eye Synchron, which is like pivotal in almost all your combos, not all of them, but a lot. So now that that's back in the Pendulum Zone, you have your tuner and your non-tuner. That gives you Christian NeedleFiber. And from here, I'm sure you guys know the combo, or at least the beginning of this combo. It goes in many different ways, but that's going to get your Mecha Phantom Beast a Lion, and you're going to switch it off for a Linkross, obviously. This is all pretty standard stuff. 2 tokens. Next, you're going to Synchro Summon Martial Metal Marcher, and that's going to get you back here a Lion token, but then since your Lion token was sent to the graveyard, it gives you another token. Then you're going to Synchro Summon a Herald of the Arclight, which would, I mean, if they would have Nibiru'd you at this point anyways, so it's future disruption. So if they're holding on to it for some reason, which would be stupid, then you have your negation. Then you're going to get this new Trishula card, which a fusion just requires 3 different monsters. I think you guys can kind of see where this is going. First of all, this is a pretty decent card. Lets you banish. If this card was special summon using only monsters that were originally dragons, you can reveal and banish 3 cards. Which is okay, but in any case, that's not really the important part, as you guys will see in like 2 seconds. So, then you're going to use the effect of Performable Odd Eye Synchron to special summon the Supreme King, which will help you synchro summon into a card that I'm sure you guys are familiar with a lot of these combos as well. I'm not Ravenous. You guys can see it. So next is pretty obvious. You're going to go into King of All Calamities. So a form of disruption. Dark Ruler No More does beat this in a sense, but you have your true King of All Calamities as well. Not a bad board. So that's the first replay. Maybe one of the weakers, if you want to call it that, which is pretty insane that you want to call that weak, because next you could pitch this, grab whatever you want. Sky Iris can pop the other one, special summon Odd Eyes, and then you can still Pendulum Summon, which would more than likely be lethal. So again, it is pretty good, and Pendulum Summoning obviously has its advantages in this deck. Here's combo number 2. These are all like significantly different, so if you guys can believe that. Again, they don't always start the same. It's just you kind of have to understand what the combo pieces are, like your main source of combo pieces. And you'll have to watch this back again, and even I will. So let's keep it going. Duelist Alliance is obviously a pretty insane card. It gives you Pendulum Call. Pendulum Call can pitch your Dark Worm, get it into the graveyard. Now, with your Pendulum Call, you're going to want to add these two specific cards, which is Harmonizing Magician and Oath Dragon Magician. That's going to activate Dark... oh, okay, well, this is even different. So, sorry. So, you got your Performapal Odd-Eye Synchron and your Oath Dragon. Then you're going to use the effect like you did last time, but this time with Oath Dragon. That's going to help you Synchro Summon your Ignister Prominence. You're going to activate the effect of Prominence. That's going to get you your Luster Pendulum. That's going to get you your Crystal NeedleFiber, which gets you your O-Lion, as you guys know. Link Ross, same stuff as last time. 2 tokens. That goes into Metal Marcher. Activate both effects. This comes back. Now, then you're going to Synchro Summon. This is, again, where it gets significantly different. Cybers Integrator. Never heard of it before this, but hey, what do you know? Then you're going to Synchro Summon all 3 of those and get you back your Ravenous Croc, Croc Dragon, like last time. That's going to draw you, it should net you 3 cards from both the effect of this and your Cybers Integrator. I just activate Spiral Flame. Basically, after this is like whatever resources you have left, that's what you go for. Because we haven't even Pendulum Summoned yet. Keep that in mind. So now I set the Pendulum Zone, and you can just Pendulum Summon a billion cards. What you do with this after is kind of up to you. Again, I don't like to leave it that ambiguous, but I'll show you what I did. I go, you can go back into King of All Calamities, and still, look, you got a level 4 tuner and a regular tuner, so that means you could go into Borload Savage. I don't think I had it in the deck at the time, so that was a silly mistake by me. But obviously, being this is a tuner and this is a non-tuner, you can do that and equip like NeedleFiber if you want. So then you'd have like 2 huge bodies on the floor with Pendulum Zones coming in the next turn, which is pretty insane. So that's a pretty good combo. And we'll do the last one here. This one as well. Revolution Dragon obviously just helps the consistency of the deck significantly. Yeah, so a lot of combos with Pendulum will always start with Dark Worm. It's just good. That gives you your Gate 0. This is going to give you your Pendulum Call. Normally you would Pendulum Call, like pitch your Supreme King, but it doesn't always have to be that way, as you guys saw in this one. Again, you're going to get your Oath and your Harmonizing. Then you can normal summon your White Fang because that's a tuner, obviously. I think you guys can see where this is going. That gets you NeedleFiber. You can go into O-Lion, go into Link Ross, 2 tokens, Metal Marcher. Metal Marcher gets your O-Lion token. Wait to use the effect because zone management is super important here. Then you can go into your Herald. And then you go into land form. Let's just call it land. I hate saying, I can't stand not being able to pronounce these, but I know what you're thinking, like, well, that's so random. But now you can activate O-Lion's effect, get your that token, make sure you put it in the far right, make sure this placement is exactly as it is, as you guys will see. If you don't, your whole combo is jacked up. Then you can set your Pendulum Scales. You're going to set your Pendulum Scales with Supreme Gate 0 and your Harmonizing Magician. Pendulum Summon your Supreme King and your White Fang specifically. This combo is so fragile. Then you're going to go back into your Ignister like we did last time. Activate the effect. Special Summon the same thing. Next, you're going to get rid of that token so you can use it as Link material with Link Spider. Pen for your Appaloosa. So there's 3 negates, monster negates, I should say. Then, since this is a dragon, you can just go into LP. LP can go into this Amorphage, which doesn't allow your opponent to special summon from the extra deck. So this board gives you an Omni Negate, a 3 monster negate Appaloosa, and prevents them from special summoning from the extra deck. That's the last combo. Again, this is very kind of complicated. It may not be for you, but for me it is. At least for your average player, run-of-the-mill guy who doesn't play combos a lot outside of just literally like looking up tutorials, kind of like I did with the Dragon Link FTK. I would have never been able to do that myself. So if you guys are interested, I think this is a fairly decent version of NeedleFiber combo, because everything else is just a shell. Other decks using it, so like Eldritch and stuff like that, it's just the shell. So, but the one thing I do like about this is you can pendulum summon turn 2 if you have to go for the kill. Obviously, it's very easy, and the route trees are very diverse and hard to predict. So you guys will have to let me know what you guys think. My head hurts, to be honest with you, but it's pretty fun. I do want to do another Odd Eyes thing, which is like actual Odd Eyes. But other than that, guys, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.